3 options for dinner. Make it non-dairy and give me some recipes. And ChatGPT gave me 3 really lovely recipes.
Lalita Vasudevan uses ChatGPT in her everyday life.
It gave me a nice grocery list.
It's part of her job to be up on the latest technologies as the Dean of Digital Innovations at Teachers College Columbia University.
My daughter has gotten in on it. She gives me prompts and we just ask it questions. And so it feels very much like a combination of a personal assistant and a kind of boundless encyclopedia and a sounding board.
ChatGPT, short for Generative Pre-Training Transformer, was developed by OpenAI to spit out conversational dialogue when prompted with questions. The chatbot can answer follow-up questions, admit its mistakes, reject inappropriate requests, and even challenge thoughts.
If I'm asking it a question about something that I know very well, I can easily spot the holes. But if I'm asking it a question about a topic that I don't know well, similar to looking up things on Wikipedia, a little different, but in that vein, I might be seduced into thinking, oh, this is a perfect answer.
Tech so savvy, it's raising fears about cheating in schools, on college admissions applications, and cracking computer codes.
We've got to get out in front of it. We've got to make sure we put the safeguards around it and have the maximum impact for good.
The New York City Department of Education banned ChatGPT from school networks and devices, citing negative impacts on student learning and concerns regarding the safety and accuracy of content.
I can absolutely see why, because it can be, and it most likely will be used that way by at least somebody.
New York City public school history teacher Sari Beth Rosenberg says the worry of cheating is nothing new, but using this level of sophistication may not be easily detectable unless you know your students' work.
And if you're doing the right job as a teacher, you know your student's voice. You know how they write. There's little words they might use or might be based on a conversation you had in class, so you see that in the essay.
College-wise counselor Casey Neer says the college admissions essay is here to stay, and universities will adapt. But applicants are warned universities will rescind an offer if they find you cheated.
From the admission standpoint, there are a lot of stopgaps already in place because the holistic process employs so many things that they're assessing, a letter of recommendation, an activity list, that it's really hard to falsify every corner of that or use ChatGPT for all of that.
Lalitha says districts blocking ChatGPT are jumping the gun.
For a while, there's been concerns about plagiarism, and so teachers use platforms like Turnitin to submit students' essays to see if they have plagiarized something that's on the internet.
She says ChatGPT is not a threat, it's a tool to help with a starting point for students instead of a blank canvas.
Let's use this together. Let's generate test questions. Let's see how ChatGPT answers the question, and let's see how you would answer the question.
And it can be incorporated in a classroom syllabus.
Is this so good that if you had to pay, you would pay?
This is the question.
OpenAI says ChatGPT has limited knowledge after 2021 and will sometimes produce inaccurate, harmful instructions or biased content. It should never be used for advice. In a statement, OpenAI said, "We don't want ChatGPT to be used for misleading purposes in schools or anywhere else, so we're already developing mitigations to help anyone identify text generated by that system." Kalorama, Pix 11 News.